Hey y'all, I know I'm late, and this is not the usual format of my show. I wanted to be here at 9, but unfortunately I wasn't able to make the grade, if you will. But I do, however, have some things that I want to present. This will probably be a short episode, maybe 15 minutes. I don't know, depending on how you rock with me and how it feels to you, or how it feels to me, rather. Because maybe I'm the most important person in this interaction. I mean, not to sound selfish or anything, but sometimes you just gotta be, you gotta be the pace car if you're the pace car, you feel me? You may not be winning any races like Dale or Dale Jr., but you gotta play your position. And I play my role pretty well. Today I went to a Taste of Thai, or Taste of Thai, that's over on the west side of Spartanburg. It's pretty good. If you haven't been there, I suggest you check it out. It's quite delicious. But we went there. I had the curry rice, and the thing is, they got a 10 scale. I forgot because my dude asked me, he's like, "Do they got spicy food?" I'm like, Thai food's probably not spicy." Boy, was I wrong. We went there. They had a 10 scale. I was like, "How hot is the 10?" She's like, "Well, it goes from 1 to 10." I was like, "Well, how hot is the one you usually get?" And she was like, I get about a 5. I was like, "Okay, well." I was thinking 7 would be good, but I was like, let's bump it up to about 8. See what we're rocking with. So I got the 8, and so did Homeboy. And we got our food, started eating, and after the first 2 bites, I was like, this is good, but then things started getting kind of intense. And by intense, I mean that joint was hot, B. Like it wasn't so hot that it was inedible, but it was pretty close to that. And I'm glad and old buddy was like, "Man, I'm sure glad I didn't get the 10. I was like, "You and me both, brother. You and me both." But so I want to talk to you guys about life stuff. But first of all, I need to address the fact that Kevin Spacey recently, and among all these accusations of Hollywood people, executives, actors, producers, various people who work in the scene and whatnot, they were all accused. A lot of them have been accused of sexual harassment, sexual assault. There have been various allegations and what do you call them? And accusations to their lack of fidelity, for lack of a better word, on my part. And Kevin Spacey was like, it came out that Kevin Spacey had sexually assaulted a young man who at the time was 14. This was in the 80s, so over 30 years ago. Sexually assaulted a man, and this man, this who was a boy then, but this man now is in his 40s. Kevin Spacey is significantly older. I think he's like 60 or 70 something. I don't know. I just know he's old. He's older than he was in the 80s. He was an adult in the 80s. And he forced himself on a 14-year-old. Now people are tripping, and not without good reason, because you just don't do that to kids, man. And 14-year-olds are still technically kids, but he was accused of it, and he admitted that he did it, yeah. But at the same time, he also called himself coming out of the closet, and I was like, yeah, respectable. And then I didn't even think that was like kind of a shielding tactic for him until I read what Wanda Sykes had written to him on Twitter. And she basically said, and I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember the exact words, but she's like, "You're not going to hide under the rainbow. You are not allowed to hide under the quote-unquote rainbow. Kick rocks." Boy, that made my day. Son. Like, Wanda Sykes just lit him up. She told him to kick rocks. Now, to those of you who don't know what kick rocks means, there's this thing that Gordon Ramsay, as a British man, says to people when he's fed up with them and wants them to leave. He tells them to F right off. That's what kick rocks means. Kick rocks means F off. It was hilarious. I loved it. It made my day. I'm still going off that. So that, I've been doing a big thing, not a big thing, but I've been kind of getting into stuff this week because a lot of my exploits take place online, typically on Facebook. I spend more time on Facebook than anything because I'm trying to be this like social media know-it-all guy. And I know a thing or two about putting out a message, telling a story, and I don't want to tell my story. I was born by the river, and then I met some girls that were easy lovers, and they take your heart and you won't feel it. And over the years, I've had my heart sapped. I've done my thing. I've done my time with the fun substances of the world, but now it's time to get back to a kind of a healing endeavor. So I like talking about the things that have helped me over the years. Because I used to be, I was fatalistic. I'm a fatalistic type of person as it is. And I'm pretty, like, my default state of being is kind of negative. Like, I tend to be negative for no reason. But the truth is, I want to be happy. I want to be positive. And that's what I've been doing a lot of lately, is exercising those positivity muscles. And they're just like muscles. Like, you got to work them out. You gotta do your positivity push-ups. You got to do your heartfelt hip turns. You gotta do your contentment crunches. you gotta do your positive, your affirmative action ab workout. Okay, well that last one might not be too fulfilling, but if you make yourself to be the person that you want to be, you see yourself in your head as who you want to be in the future, and then you step into the picture of that. That's what you become. Then you will eventually become it. It'll be effortless too. It'll just happen before you know it. I mean, you'll be constantly putting in effort, but the actions that you take will be conducive to the effort the outward appearance that you affect. And the positivity, people will feel that coming off of you. Like today, I was talking to people I know, and I was just like, some things have happened to me over the past couple of days that I could have been really mad about, and then in the past would have kept me being mad over the days. Like, I'd probably still be mad about it now, but I'm not, because I make a concerted effort to let things go that don't serve me, to let the things go that don't make me feel good or positive. And feeling good is what it's about. And what I noticed is today, as I was going through my day, instead of freaking out, I was just like trying to make myself feel good, and as a result, other people felt good too. Like I was at Wild Ace, and they made a calzone that wasn't up to my standards. It wasn't good, and I tried to tell. I didn't call the manager out, but I told the guy at the bar because I didn't want to trouble the waitress with it, because she's working hard. She's doing a good job, and she's a sweet person. She's always been nice to me, so I wasn't gonna like bug her with it. And I know I should have gone to her first, but I wanted to go to the guy that was standing by, the manager, the guy who runs the place, to let him know that I was just not pleased with the calzone. And like the dude was like, you want us to put it back in the oven? And I was like, not really, because it was badly made. I wanted a new one. So I just told them to get a new one. They're like, we'll get you a new one. And the waitress, she came up on me when I was doing it, and she was nervous. But at the end, after it was all said and done, she brought me my check and stuff. I was just like, look, you didn't do anything. She's like, I'm really sorry. I was like, you don't have to keep apologizing. You didn't do anything wrong. In fact, the person in the kitchen didn't do anything wrong. I know you guys are busy. And she just lit up. She smiled because she looked worried, but afterwards she was happy. I guess she was happy because she did a good job. So I don't want to, and I know how people get in restaurants. They're like, one thing happens, and they just go off on everybody. Let me see your manager. I want to rah, 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 rah. Just killing people, in their minds over something that probably didn't have anything to do with them, because people have bad days. But I just wanted her to smile. I wanted her to be happy, and I let her know, and she released that negativity, as did I, and she was smiling. And so I left, and that increased my positive experience. So when I went to the coffee shop, I saw some friends of mine. We were just chilling. I was quote unquote hitting on, as I always do. I'm flirting with pretty much everybody. But I was hitting on a girl, and we were having a good time. And then one of my buddies comes in, and we started talking. And then another buddy comes in, and then I start talking to them. We have a good old time. We're just chilling, laughing. kicking it back, and then I have to eventually leave. So when I'm leaving, I get to my car and I pull out, and the lady at the booth where you check out of the parking garage because you take a ticket and then you got to give them money. So she's sitting there chilling. She's like, "It's gonna be $2." Hey, what's up, Kano Mills? What's up, homie? How was that soccer game? You gonna be the next Beckham? Love the haircut, by the way. You look great, dude. No hate, all love. So I hand her my ticket. She's like, "Oh, it's $2." She's like, "Whoa, you've been here for a while." I was like, "Yeah, well, I was just up here." She's like, "You could have told me it was none of my business." I was like, "Whoa, well, I don't keep secrets. I don't have much to hide." So I share, and she just smiles, starts laughing. She's like, "You supposed to be like, lady, you just none of my business." So we have a good old laugh. Like, see, even now, I still feel that. You know what I'm saying? It was so funny just in that moment. It's like two people connecting for no apparent reason at all, other than just she was probably having a slow day, and I was leaving, but we just, for that second, we connected, and it was a super positive thing, and those are the experiences that carried me through my day. Like I was telling you at the top of the show, my homeboy called me up, and he's like, "Yo, you want to get something to eat?" I came to the co-op, and there were people here, and sometimes I walk in and I expect things to be a little troublesome, but everything was super cool. It was good to see everybody, and there were some things that I needed to take care of, and they're like, "Well, here, so and so's here to help, so we'll get it taken care of," and we did. We got everything taken care of. Everybody was gracious. Like, it's just a positive, just having a little bit of positivity in your life. And it all starts with you. It's like, you want to feel good. You make yourself feel good. Others can't help but feel good around you. And even if they bring their negativity in, you can help them overpower that using yours. So I mean, that's all I really wanted to talk about today, was just that overwhelming positivity leads to overwhelming gratitude, and it just cycles back in. So if you're thankful for I'd read something that a young lady had written. She is now widowed. She's taking care of her child. I saw her husband, I think, about a month. It was about 2 weeks before the baby was supposed to be born, and she's a very positive and strong person. I've been seeing her out more, and things are, and she's just like, to me, she's one of the strongest people, because she can deal with sudden motherhood and sudden death of her husband, who they just got married to. But she posted something today talking about people should be a little more gracious, and I don't disagree with that, because you see a lot of complaining in your timeline, probably see a lot of complaining online. But what's everybody complaining for? America doesn't have to be great again, because it's the greatest country in the world. It's not even its own nation, but that's a whole nother talk for another time. It's a great place to be. It's a great place to live. You can wake up, unless you're like some kind of federal criminal, without somebody kicking your door in, grabbing your mother and your wife and your sister by their hair and taking them away to only do God knows what, hitting you in the face with a rifle. Because there are people in other places that live in environments like that, and they are some of the strongest, most gracious people that you'll ever meet. People from places like that have taught me a lot about being grateful for what I have. And I got a lot, man. Like you can see right here, I ain't no Ty Lopez. Out in my garage, I got this car, but look at my books. But I got some books though. I like to read, and I like positivity now. I like feeling good, and I hope that I was able to impart a little knowledge to make you feel good, because this is gonna be like an ongoing talk, just you and me. We're gonna chat a bit about being more positive in our lives and feeling really good about living. So, with that said, I'm about to wrap it up. If you got any questions, feel free to leave them. Like and subscribe. Always follow me. Let me know what you want to hear on the show. I'll be here every week, probably somewhere around 9 o'clock. I don't always get here right at 9, but I'm always ready. And you can catch me online. It's fb.me/Yusif.Amin. YUSIF.AMIN. fb.me/Yusuf Amin. Or you can find me here at the Erraticast. You can hit us up at Hard Erratica. You can also check out Upstate Plus for the goings on during the daytime, like programs and things that are happening during the day, and then Upstate Plus after dark. And that is fb.me/up after dark. That was pretty clever. I didn't do that on purpose, but it just all worked out. So check that out for a view of the nightlife and what's happening. Leave comments, share, like, just give me whatever love you got, and I will be sure to return that, because I want this to be a thing for us all. I want us to all be able to dip from the wellspring of positivity, graciousness, and goodness. And with that, I'm about to take off. If you want to, if you're in earshot of this and you want to come out tonight, I'll be at Shakers. Probably not Dan's place today, but I'm going to be at or around Dan's place at some point, because Shakers is moving to Dan's. If you don't know this, and if you don't know this, I'm the social media liaison / promoter for Shakers. Like, I'm the guy who's just gonna beg you to come to Shakers. Like, when I leave other venues, I'm just like, see you at Shakers. See you at Shakers. So if I don't see you soon, I'll see you later. See you at Shakers. I love all y'all, and I hope to see you in the future. Be gracious. Go love yourself. Look in the mirror and say, hey man, I think you're beautiful and you're a wonderful person. Alright guys, peace.